Meanwhile, housing authorities assure that permanent shelters for survivors of Super Typhoon Yolanda will be in safe sites. For the details, here's Ria Fernandez.
It's concrete, beautiful houses.
That's the answer of Tacloban City Government's Executive Assistant for Shelter, Maria Hobson Lagman, when I asked her to describe the kind of permanent houses where our compatriots victimized by Super Typhoon Yolanda will be transferring. As of May 8, more than 5,000 families in Tacloban City live in temporary shelters located at high-risk areas, and around 1,000 are still in the bank houses. These families will move into their permanent shelters through the help of the government and NGOs, while the National Housing Authority has pledged for the development of relocation sites. Lagman assured that the transfer sites are safe and based on geohazard map, and there are about 10,000 coastal families migrating up north.
We're moving people up north because based on the hazard mapping that Tacloban has done for tsunami, for storm surge, for liquefaction, for earthquake, and 5 hazards, ito ang talagang safe, the place that we saw. And then based on the master plan of the city, we'll be moving like 10 to 14,000 families up north. We are building an uptown. Yeah, this is downtown, we're building an uptown. It's a township.
In relation with this, the local government immediately released an ordinance to secure the residents' safety in the places where they dwell.
Immediately, we enacted the ordinance for the no-dwelling zone. But it's not the no-build zone, huh? It's the 40-meter no-dwelling zone. Then, nakita namin kasi is, if you build this like what the first proposed na no-build zone, wala matitira sa atin sa city. The problem right now is it's not the distance, it's the elevation.
Yeah.
So
it's
that
not the 40 meter.
Oh, it's not the 40 meter kasi kung mababa ka pa rin, aabutan ka kahit ano kalayo So if you're elevated, which they're proposing na should be at least 5 meters from the highest point ng sea level, probably that's the safest now.
Meanwhile, in Tanawan Leyte, I visited one permanent housing site under the collaboration of the Tanawan government, NHA, and Gawad Kalinga. The site is just one among the many housing projects the local government pushes through to finish so that they can provide decent homes to their denizens.
The municipality has a projection of giving out 1,500 shelters, permanent shelters to 1,500 families.
Yes.
In this site, ilan po?
This is 380. So sa ngayon, on build pa po kasi yung ibang units. So bali, ang present ngayon is less than 100 families.
In my interview with Dipas Bienvenido, the community president, he shared the rule at the site before they can formally own their units.
Walang libreng bahay na pinamimigay ang GK. Yun ang unang ipinaliwanag nila. Ngayon, makakabahay kayo na kinakailangan na hindi kayo gagastos, pero pag papawisan ninyo. You have to work more or less 1,500 hours ang kukumplituhin ninyo na oras bago kayo makalabas dito. Pero ano talaga dito, ang kinakailangan lang na require na makakabahay ka dito, ang narinig ko noon ay sabi 90 lang. Pagka nakakuha ka ng 90, meron ka ng unit.
Tacloban and Tanawan are just two among the towns I have seen with positive changes in the provision of shelter. But they still seek for the continuance of our help, even the other towns affected by Yolanda, to speed up their recovery. For the People's Television, Ria Fernandez.